welcome back to the Western Wilds. Today we need to seed our first crop in the newly created field, but first we're going to prepare it with some digestate from the BGA. Let's get farming. It's going to be a busy day on the farm today, and I think our best bet is going to be not only to get a new spreader, but also to get a new tractor. So the first thing I want to have a look at is actually what we've got options in small tractors and see what we have. We have got quite a few era-appropriate tractors from sort of the 70s and 80s. I originally wanted to have one of these Case XLs. I thought these would be perfect. Unfortunately, they're a little bit later. They're sort of early 90s. So we're looking a little bit earlier. And even the 10 series is a little bit too late. I mean, it's still 80s, so we could still do it, but they're fairly expensive. We do have quite a lot of nice Fords here. We've also got these 2 MB tracks as well. So we've got a few options. Before I do this, though, on the off chance, I'm just going to go and check out the sales. And okay, so I think that's pretty much made the decision for us. To get one of those MB tracks, that would be really good. What, they're normally 40,000 for the 44, 440. It is still a bit more expensive than the Fords. And for the same sort of horsepower, we're looking at 12,900. But I haven't had an MB track in a while, and we can afford it at the moment like that. So yeah, let's put this together, see how much this is going to cost us. The current engine is only 75 horsepower, which is less than our David Brown. So I want to bump this up a bit. It's still 1982 to 1987, so still well in our range. And yeah, that is 22,000. I'm going to put, oh, wow. We got some awesome wide tires available for this. What have we got under the Michelins, which I tend to prefer? So we've got the wide, the narrows, and the standard. So we can go with the wide tires, I think, to start with. We'll go with the wide Michelins. The wide Trelleborgs are amazing, though. Look at those. That would be an awesome set of tires to have on it. They are an extra 4,000, and yeah, so I'm just going to stick with the Michelin wide tires, which are only an extra 2,000. So that's good. We can put a 3-point on the front. We're not going to do that for now. I want to put front, just a rear folding window on this, I think. Additional lights, no trailer hitch. Oh, it's an extra 4,000 for that trailer hitch. That's something we might have to do later, depending on how well this works. And then I want to add an extra set of remote valves. Does that add them to the back as well as the front? Yes, it does. So we want to do that. We're not going to put a front loader on it, and we're not worrying about license plates at the moment. So that's 26,421 for that MB track. We can do the colors as well. But I think the one that I would really like is the Silver Thistle. The Silver Thistle looks gorgeous, but it's 5,300, and I can't really I can't really go for that. So we'll go with this. And that will be a very nice setup for us and a cracking new tractor for our farm. The other one I want to have a look at then to get us started today is a slurry tank. And I think I've identified the best ones for us on our farm here, being these star tankers. 65 horsepower for the smaller one, 95 for the larger one, so we can't go with the larger one. Holds 5,900 litres of digestate is what we'll be spreading with it, which is slightly less than the Venus, slightly more than the Joskin, which is the one I normally like, and it's only 1,850, so we will buy that as well. So into here, we've got a few bits that we can do. Again, I'm going to go with the Michelin tires. I can put the slurry hose on the side or not. I'm not going to. These tails are star or star gort. I'm going to go with the big yellow star logo. Oh, we can get it in black, red old or red. And design color, we can go in almost anything. I like the olive green and the black on this, I think. So we'll go with that setup there. Takes us up to 2,350. So let's buy that as well. And then we will come back up here later for a seeder. Oh, those two together just look brilliant. I'm really, really pleased with this MB track. I haven't had one of these on a farm in a long while. So, yeah, this will be a really useful little tractor on our farm. This will be able to do a lot of stuff. We're still going to be using the David Brown quite a bit. Now, how is this going to attach? Is this going to attach blocking the PTO? It is. So I can't use this on this tractor. Where if we had the other one, if we had the adjustable, it might work. But I still think it would have got in the way. So this is going to be more for stuff that requires the use of a 3-point, this MB track, which should work fairly well for us. I think we've got the power in the David Brown to do this job, so very much going to be using it that way. This will work absolutely fine though for getting us back. This might alter, though, what seeder we get, because, well, no, we could still put a pull behind seeder on the David Brown. Having this and the David Brown be very similar horsepowers actually gives us a lot of options. So back to our farm through the old busted gate and round into the yard. Oh, this is a nice looking tractor and a very different looking setup on here. I quite like this. We can plow with this tractor as well, so we'll probably do some plowing with this MB track while we've got the other doing the actual spreading. In fact, yeah, this might be a perfect opportunity for us to set up a play course and get the MB track running on that, so that we can set up a second field. So let's grab David Brown. There was a comment on the last video about have I managed to turn off, or did I remember to turn off the field creation on this? And yes, I did. We are not allowing create fields at the moment. So when I put this down, we should not end up with a bit of plowed ground with any luck. So we'll lower it, and no, my yard is fine. So patch that. That will then go on the MB track quite nicely, and we can do the slurry spreading here with the David Brown, which will work out. Or not slurry, it's digestate we've got in here. If we get any slurry out when we eventually get some animals on this farm, then yeah, that will be going straight into there as well. And oh no, really, this is a top connector. Right, we're gonna have to do some fixing of this, because that is not something that I can run it. So I've made a slight adjustment, and hopefully this should work now. So yeah, there we go, and connect those all up, and we can now get this spreading on this, which is much better. It might even connect up to the MB track a little bit better now, but I need to just check that. Well, I think putting the MB track on the plow is probably the better selection. Let's refill this. There we go. Whole load of digestate going in. And now we should be able to reverse this up. The difference is, I think, the MB track does not seem to have a low trailer hitch. And I'm all right with that. We don't really, I'm not really looking to be using it with anything that has a low trailer hitch. So should be all good. But now we'll go and get this set up and try and define a field. Essentially today, I want to get the grass field and the wheat field planted. So we've got... I think we are gonna have... Looking at this, I've got 3 decent sized fields here. And I need to define these fields carefully. So looks like a smaller field is going to be the end one. And we've got a larger field over here. So yeah, we'll have 2 arable fields here. And I'm going to stagger them slightly. Okay, I've reworked the course a little bit more. Let's try going into actually from here. Right, there we are. And yeah, I think if I get the tractor in the right place in the first place, we should be able to get this to behave itself a little bit more. A little bit difficult to tell exactly where all of that is at the moment. And this is one of those situations where I'm fumbling around a little bit because it's not quite working how I want it to. But get into this corner here, set my course. It is got the right field still, generate me a course, and this time it's worked. So that is perfect. Start point is here. We actually want to do it a different way. So do it first. We want it to start work on the center first and generate that course. And there we go. So we'll start up the top corner there and be good. We want to turn on allow create fields so that it's actually doing that job as well. And we'll set that to first waypoint and in the blue. And we're now going to create a field with course play that will work exactly how I'm after. And we have got rain. It's looking like it's not going to set in for too long, so that's not too bad. Right, away you go, tractor. And hopefully, yep, field is being created. Looking good. Although it is struggling a little bit with that. Don't quite know why. We'll see how that gets on. In the meantime, I'm going to go and use this bit of kit and get going that. I can't believe we were doing 8 miles an hour with this tractor and that. I'm wondering if swapping the 2 round will work at this point. And maybe seeing if we can get this tractor to do the ploughing. It did the job really well yesterday. But that is just chugging along and struggling like mad. So, yeah. I mean, it is going at 3 miles an hour. So let's stop this. Oh, this is a comedy of errors at the moment. So lower it, disconnect it. We will copy this course and move this out the way. I don't know why that was having such trouble with that then. Maybe, though, now that this is set to be a lower trailer hitch, it might actually connect to the MB track better. We know this tractor, though, will do the job fine. So we'll copy that and hook this up. There we go. And then back this up and see if this will actually connect to this spreader. It would look quite good on the back of this, to be honest. Yeah, look at that. We've got no lower trailer hitch on this. How does our David Brown do then on this field? Yeah, that has no issue with that at all. So we have got to find a way now of sorting this out, especially before that tractor hits this trailer. Oh, this is going to be fun. Oh, we got a drawbar. And this is 185. Hopefully is going to allow us to connect this up how I need to. There we go. Oh, it hooks onto the side, but we can't connect the PTO up. The thing is that drawbar isn't actually of any use to us. I am just going to sell it like that. And I think what we need to do is add on or add into here a workshop so that I can do work on my tractors. So I do have some workshop options, and one of them is this 1,000 pound workshop, which we might just be able to fit just inside the shed here. So place that there. Cost us 1,000. We got a nice little workshop space just inside the shed, and I'm gonna go and spend the extra 5 grand and put that other connector on here. See if it will actually connect up to the trailer with that. So customize. It's money I didn't really want to spend, but yeah, we'll add the Sharmula hitch, which hopefully that will move down and connect for the lower trailer now. £4,000. If this doesn't work, that is a lot of money spent on something that just won't work. But I really, really need to get this digestate done. And it's already coming up to midday. There we go. That is much better. Only taken me half a day. But we've finally got this out here, and we've had to spend more money than I'd planned to get it done. And oh, with the rain, this field is really muddy as well, and we're just gonna make more mud in it. Oh man, yeah. Today has not quite gone as I'd hoped. Normally, I'd do this on stubble. This would be a thing that I'd spread this on stubble and we'd have no problem. Here we've of course got plowed earth we're having to spread it on. Turn it on. Yeah, and we're good, and we're away, and the slurry is going down, and I need to drop a gear to get a decent speed. But we're finally spreading some slurry on here, getting some extra nitrogen into the ground. We're gonna manage just under 2 rows, I think, per tank on this. And yeah, there we go, just under. I missed a little bit as well, but it does seem to be working now that we've got this setup sorted. And 2 tractors definitely better than 1. I think we're gonna have maybe 2 more loads to get this field done. And then we'll go up and get something to get this field planted, which we'll then be able to use on this tractor. So that will work out pretty well for us, I think. We're going to be just shy of having of not needing to refill this. You can see here we're down to 0% there, so tiny little slither left. I think as far as grass fields go, what we'll probably do is get 1 more cut of grass off the grass fields as they are now, and then go and replant them or straight after that, get them plowed and get them redone, because that way we won't lose a cut of grass this year, I don't think. That has got that finished. Let's go drop this off at the yard and head up to the shop, because it's time to get ourselves a seeder. I realized on my way up to the shop there's another job we need to do today, and so we've got another piece of equipment that we need to purchase, and that is the lime. If we have a look at the state of our newly created fields, apart from both of them being full of small stones, they need liming, and we've got to lime these before we plant any crops in them at all as well. So in order to do that, we're going to have to buy ourselves a lime spreader. So yeah, this lizard farming one from 82 Squared Studios will be perfect for us. That looks great to me. 15,950 including our extension bits. Let's buy that. Yes, okay. And I haven't been able to find anywhere on the map that we can load up lime from. So I'm going to have to grab some big bags of lime. If we put 8,000 liters of lime in it, that should be enough. So yes, okay. That's perfect. It's coming up to 2 in the afternoon. And, well, we still have this field to not only seed, but roll. So let's bring ourselves up to the top here. 15 meters is going to be pretty wide, I think. Have we not got something connected? That is all connected. Right, let's try turning it on. There we go. And, oh, no, it's not quite as wide as I thought it was. But should be absolutely fine. Yeah, there we go. Like that, straight across the field there. And we'll get the lime down on here today as well. This is something that we wouldn't do all in one day normally. It's just purely because of how much we need to get done. This field has definitely dried out a bit since we started working it today. Much more solid under wheel and much more able to do this at a decent rate. The lime is not going down massively fast either, which is great, because that means that the 8,000 liters we've got in here should last us quite a while. In fact, I'm expecting it to last most of the fields that we need to do, which is huge news. And yeah, I'm very pleased. If that's going to be the case, if we're going to be able to get across most of our farm with a single spread from this, that just bodes well, because this piece of kit is nicely upgradable and is going to cover a lot of what we need to. Yeah, we've not used a huge amount of lime on here. We are still... Wow, we're only just coming up to 7,700 liters. So we've only used about 300 liters of lime on this field. That is really good. We're also done by 20 past 2 as well. So all in all, today is started off a bit strange and a bit difficult, but is clearing itself up quite nicely. We're going to go and grab ourselves a seeder now that that should work on here as well. But I'm very much thinking that we're getting back on track, and we might even get this whole field done today and actually get some wheat in the ground. Back to the shop for our third time today then, and we'll go and grab ourselves a seeder. Now, in keeping with nice older equipment on here, we have a lot of possible seeders that would work really well. The one that works for me and fits for me, though, is this case, this 5100. It's cheaper than all the Amazons. It's even cheaper than the 3-meter Isaria and all the Concords as well. So yeah, it works really well. Fits in with the equipment we've got. It's about the right age. We will go with the standard setup, and we will buy that. It holds, so this only does no, this does fertilizer as well. Wow. We are only going to do it with seed though. So let's buy that. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I could put fertilizer in this now and not worry about it. In fact, yeah, I'm very tempted to do that. We got the fertilizer spreader, but it's full of lime. So let's grab a pallet full of solid fertilizer and a pallet full of seeds. That should easily do us for what we need today. We'll hook this tractor up to it. Originally, I wanted to hook my David Brown up to this, but David Brown is still doing the ploughing, which this apparently can't do, which is odd. And then we'll just pull this forward, we'll back it up, and we'll get these bags of seeds and fertilizer loaded in. We might have to leave them up here because, of course, we don't have any front loaders or forklifts or anything. Looking to avoid doing any of those at the moment. And yeah, we can then start loading up the bags into here, and it's taken the whole of that pallet. And then we'll do the same with the seeds, load those in as well, and it has not taken all of the seeds. So yeah, we've got space. We can head back down to our farm, and the beauty of this map is I can drive this thing the whole way back. This is one of the few maps where I can actually use this seeder without too much worry about it. I wanted to use it on Attingham Park at one point, but just couldn't get it to field 6. Would have been fine on my main fields, but yeah, couldn't get onto field 6, so it just became something I couldn't use. Let's straighten things up then, get ourselves in the right position to start. We've got one wheel sinking into the mud a little bit, which isn't great, but I think we're going to be all right. So yeah, this is not powered by anything, so we just drop it down, and fruit cannot be planted in March. I swear that we checked this and made sure that what we wanted to plant was going to be plantable at this time of year. Why it's not, I don't know. But yeah, we cannot go with wheat, barley, or canola this year. We are going to have to go with something else. And I'm not sure quite which crops we've got. We can go with... we can plant oats, and we can plant soybeans, and we can plant sorghum. So, soybeans we can't plant yet. Sorghum we can't plant yet. Oats we can plant, which is going to have to be how it is, I think. I think we're going to have to go oats, which will pay fairly well, and sorghum, which will pay fairly well this year. We'll get some straw off the oats, and we'll get some feed for chickens off the sorghum. But yeah, when did that change? Because I'm sure we checked that last time, and we had no problem planting these crops in March. It's gonna be winter crops for those then, and a quick turnaround after harvest this year. It looks like the David Brown has finished work, and not a moment too soon. So what I'm going to do, as this is quite a nice square field that we can get this going on, we'll position this here. I'm going to set a hired worker off planting these oats, and we're going to head over and clear up the mess that's been made by Courseplay and our David Brown over here. Most of this is fine. We just need to really bring this out a little bit more. I was expecting this to not do these headlands exactly as I wanted, so that's not the end of the world. What I need to do is position this right to get this bit, and we'll just bring this headland out a little bit further. It is fine as far as how far it comes out, so just squaring this off. We will delete the Courseplay 1 field because that was very much just getting the initial definition for this field. It is not right ultimately how we're doing this field. Don't mind a little bit of jaggedness on the edges, but it's not done too badly. And then we've got these bits that it's missed in the actual field that need clearing up as well. So we'll clear these up quickly. That will give our MB track enough time to get far enough ahead, and we can go and get a roller that will allow us to finish off our field for today. We may have to do something that we did on Attingham Park, though, and finish with the rolling of this still going on because, yeah, time is running out. Finished off the field and not looking too bad. I'm quite happy with that. We can now go and get this back to the farm. We'll go and drop off the plow. Just check that we've got allow create fields turned off. Yes, we have. We'll clear off the play course, and we'll go and grab ourselves a set of rollers to get that first field rolled in. While we're up here, I'm just going to fill up the tank of the tractor. Whether we're here or whether we're down at our farm, it's going to cost us in the same way. And we kind of need to keep this topped up. So let's refill it. There we go. Just 81 litres, 86 pounds. Not too bad. We can now go and grab a set of rollers. I think I have some of my favourite rollers. They should be here. They'll work on here really well, and they were a set that we had. We'll just check they're not in here. No, I'm not that lucky today. Let's see if they're in here, though. Yes. So these are the ones I really like. We've had these on... we had them on Attingham Park as well. The Cambridge roller setup. I think we can probably change them over to grass rollers as well. I think that's what the smooth rollers are. So we might give them a try. Let's go with the crimson red. We'll leave, yeah, those red, and then the roller color. I think we'll go with a nice grey blue. Yeah, that's a fairly nice setup. And then the rim color, we don't really have an orangey color for that. So that will do. That will do nicely. 4,800 for those. We are really stonking through our money here. But all in all, we've managed to buy everything we need to buy. And we are in a great position going forward. We're going to need some more seeds, and we're going to need some more fertilizer, I think. But, yeah, our other tractor has finished its task. We'll get up there and we'll get this rolling. So I'll probably set a hired worker rolling this so that we can clear up with the Mercedes and get that back. In fact... we can get ahead by finishing off where we started today and getting one last coverage of slurry on that field ready for tomorrow. I really like the look of the rollers on this tractor. They look absolutely great. It's the perfect match between them. Really, really awesome. Let's unfold them. If they will unfold. Oh, no, there we go. That's unfolding. Yeah, there we go. Up they go. Sometimes I don't see the little animations and think, oh, why isn't that unfolding? But that is doing fine. So we'll back this up here. Get this lined up. And then we'll be able to roll all of this in. And on our oats now... will be ready for us when we want to start. So hire a worker for that. And then we can pick this up and take it to the shed. We'll drop off our seeder. And yeah, we might have to make a run up to the shop to get some more seeds. In fact, no, we don't. So let's get this lined up with the sorghum ready for next time. And yeah, this is the only thing, because we're right up against the road. Getting our seeder down the side here means we're going to run onto the grass a little bit. I might get the landscaping tool and just clean this road up a little bit for next time, so we have enough space to come down the edge here, because that's a little bit closer than I'd liked, I think. So we'll take just a little square. In fact, we'll change the shape to be round. We'll enlarge it slightly. Yeah, that should do it. And we'll just come into here a little bit. And then if I can line myself up along here going north-south. Or is this east-west? This might be... yeah, this is east-west. So we'll just bring this here. I'm going to break that a little bit larger. And then just go right the way along here in a nice straight line. Yeah. Just to bring that away from the road a little bit. And then I've got to do something that's really expensive. And that is just... okay, there we go. And that is then just to put some grass in. But the moment I run along here, this is going to get fairly expensive. So again, with the slightly larger, slightly different shape, we want to get ourselves here and go like that and go all along here like so. And look at how fast the money goes down for that. But that has got grass back on that verge there like that. And just a couple more patches there. And there we go. Right, so last job to do today. It's 5:15. I'm going to hook up to this. We'll get digestate on that field ready for tomorrow so that we're not doing all the same jobs tomorrow as we've been doing today. And we should be able to have both pieces of equipment working in tandem and get this all done a lot quicker tomorrow. So, yeah, we'll just need to have some lime on here and get it seeded with the sorghum and to get it rolled, which will be a lot easier than we've had it today. And then maybe we'll be able to look at what we're going to be doing with the grass fields. Just gone 5:30, but there's still plenty of work to do on the farm. Lots of stuff, though, that we've already done today. So I think this is probably a good place to leave it. I'll get this job finished off. We'll get the other field rolled. And then we will pick up next time. And that means that all that remains is for me to say... thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.